Hello, this is Max of CryptoZilla. From time to time I visit this blog on Polkadot network, and last week this Polkadot roadmap Roundup was posted, outlining the major planned updates and developments of Polkadot for the last quarter of this year, and let me tell, there is really a lot of them. This post was written by Robert Habermeyer himself, one of the co-founders of Polkadot. So in this video I will be talking about each category that this blog post covers, specifically Parachain scalability, Parachain development, Polkadot and Kusama relay chain governance v2, cross-chain communication, common good parachains, bridging to other ecosystems, and also upgraded relay chain staking, including nomination pools and new staking dashboard. And at the end I'll also look at the development activity of Polkadot compared to other major blockchain ecosystems. I mean, if you have some doubts about whether or not one day Polkadot could become truly dominant, fully decentralized network, providing the society currently perhaps the biggest chance for true Web 3.0, then this video will hopefully put your mind at ease a little bit. Judging by this blog post, there is so much exciting development going on in Polkadot ecosystem, although I admit, for those of us who are Polkadot enthusiasts, believers, but also investors, the progress might seem a bit slow at times. But as Gavin Wood said, building it right, getting it right takes time. First development topic is called so-called asynchronous backing, which targets scalability, the block time and TPS capacity. Scalability is a huge topic in the blockchain ecosystem, and the goal of Parity and the Web3 Foundation, which develops Polkadot and Kusama, is to meet the demand of parachains in the ecosystem by providing each parachain with a large increase in block capacity. This should be achieved by this asynchronous backing optimization. If asynchronous backing is enabled by the Polkadot network, the block time of 12 seconds for parachains will be shortened to 6 seconds. This will result in lower latency and faster finality for transactions executed on parachains. The term latency is well explained on Binance's academic glossary. Blockchain network latency is the time between submitting a transaction to a network and the first confirmation of acceptance by the network. So in simple terms, if I understand correctly, asynchronous backing will substantially improve scalability of Polkadot and of all deployed parachains. Improved scalability will increase the amount of work that every parachain can do, and will also optimize network performance, which will allow for more parachains to be deployed on a relay chain. I believe the initial estimated number of parachains on Polkadot was around 100, so with this optimization there could be even more parachains deployed on Polkadot in the future. This optimization should bring TPS, transaction per second, capacity of the Polkadot network to between 100,000 to 1 million transactions, while maintaining the current level of security provided by Polkadot network to all deployed parachains. Asynchronous backing, along with TPS capacity increase, is estimated to be ready for deployment on Kusama by end of year, and then it will be integrated also to Polkadot if all audits and testing go well. Now Parathreads development. Since for some projects there are still significant barriers to enter Polkadot ecosystem as parachains, such as growing the community, opening a crowd loan and collecting enough DOT to bid for a parachain slot, there is a Parathread solution that is aiming to solve the issues that prevent some projects from entering the ecosystem. Parathreads are often described as pay-as-you-go parachains. Parathreads allow the developers to start a blockchain as easily as launching a smart contract. So Parathreads represent a simple, easy and accessible entry point for launching a layer 1 blockchain on top of Polkadot and Kusama, and blocks produced by Parathreads are just as secure as blocks produced by parachains. Parathreads are estimated to be ready to go live in Q1 or 2 next year. Now XCM version 3, Polkadot's cross-consensus messaging is having its third version release. XCM enables secure and trustless communication and token transfers between parachains. Cross-chain communication can be used either inside or outside the Polkadot ecosystem. As you know, XCM has already been used for some time. On subscan.io, after selecting Polkadot network and clicking on XCM tab, you can check this XCM dashboard that has been launched recently. This dashboard displays all Polkadot parachains that have opened at least one XCM channel with some other parachain. Down here you can also view the latest XCM transfers and hot XCM channels. By hovering over the parachain you will display all the XCM channels of that respective parachain. So for example, Moonbeam has open XCM channels with Akala, Interlay, Parallel Finance, Astar, Statement, Coleman Good Parachain and also with Fala. That means you can transfer native tokens of all of these parachains over to Moonbeam network and also vice versa Glimmer token to all these parachains. You can also display in detail all XCM transfers and the list of all active XCM channels. The same XCM dashboard is also available for Kusama, naturally with many more channels being open. With the third release of XCM, all parachains as well as the smart contracts and individual applications deployed to them will benefit from new additional functionality. This functionality includes support for bridging to external networks, improved fee payments for operations and also NFTs. XCM v3 is aimed to be ready for deployment by the end of the year. Moving on, another hot topic in Polkadot space has lately been governance, and there has been quite a lot of talks and thoughts on how governance v2 should significantly improve the way how Polkadot and Kusama are governed, giving more power to the community. The founders of the Polkadot and Parity technologies believe the future will allow for projects which are either fully decentralized or which are completely centralized. Unlike some other popular blockchain ecosystems that so far haven't set a full decentralization as one of their main goals, Polkadot is on the track to become fully decentralized. Polkadot's governance system is still evolving in full decentralization direction, and Polkadot's goal is to have 1000 validators, a big increase from current 297 validators. Moreover, with later iterations of Polkadot, the number of validators could scale up even more. So this upcoming Governance v2 is the next step in making Polkadot as decentralized as possible. The key change here is that this novel governance system removes the council and technical committees while introducing Polkadot Fellowship. With council and committees being removed, every decision in Polkadot will be based on community referendums results. Voting in a referendum or submitting a referendum will still remain fully permissionless. Governance v2 should be ready to deploy on Kusama at the beginning of Q4 this year. The proposal to deploy this novel governance model will be first proposed to the community and then needs to be voted on and approved in the referendum by KSM holders. Another topic, a new Polkadot's Common Good Parachain. The arrival of this new Common Good Parachain called Polkadot Collectives is close in its final testing phase. This new parachain will be a ground for numerous collectives that will be formed in the service of Polkadot network, including Polkadot Fellowship. The first collective that will launch on Polkadot's Common Good Parachain is the Polkadot Alliance. This will be an on-chain community with the role to defend fair use of the Polkadot brand and its open source code. You can read more about the Polkadot Alliance by clicking on this link. The objective is to fight the use of uncredited code and misuse of the Polkadot brand in ways that do not bring added value to the ecosystem. So I'm hoping that the fact I integrated Polkadot's logo into CryptoZilla's logo is not in conflict with Polkadot Alliance rules. Collective's Parachain is planned to be launched in late October. Moving to Polkadot Kusama bridge, the launch process of the bridge between both networks is being prepared. Polkadot's team will work on launching a new parachain on both Polkadot and Kusama that will serve as a bridge hubs to each network. Planned launch by end of year. Now nomination pools and fast unstake. Nomination pools will make Polkadot's staking system accessible to anyone, and the new staking dashboard will make it much easier for everyone to get familiar with DOT and KSM on-chain staking. Nomination pools are a big upgrade to how Polkadot's staking system works. The main idea of these pools is they allow users to permissionlessly create pools of stake that other people can freely join. The total nominated DOT or KSM stake in these collaborative pools will be then used together to nominate the same validators. The nomination votes issued by the nomination pool will be automatically equally distributed across all the validators which were nominated to achieve the maximum effect. This will enable more nominators, including small ones, to join Polkadot staking system, making DOT staking much more accessible for everyone. Nomination pools have already been live on Kusama since June. Over 64 pools have been created. There is no limit on the number of pools that can be created and members that can participate in them. Great news is also that a fast Unstake feature will be integrated into the staking system in the near future. Fast Unstake functionality will facilitate the migration of nominators who are not earning any staking rewards to different nomination pools. Some might agree that the existing Polkadot staking UI is not very user-friendly for average users, therefore there are efforts to make staking maximally accessible to everyone. As a result, Parity Technologies has built a new staking dashboard which is currently in open beta phase. This is it, the new staking dashboard for both Polkadot and Kusama. This dashboard allows users to explore and nominate validators and view metrics about staking rewards as well as the current staking APR. Although the staking dashboard will end its open beta phase soon, it has all features and can be used for staking already. And lastly, let's look at this chart of average weekly development activity of all major blockchain ecosystems. The chart was published by Messari, one of the biggest crypto on-chain research companies. Data are of October 3rd. The chart indicates weekly dev commits, a red bar, and weekly active devs, a blue bar. Needless to say, the higher the bar, the greater average development activity on a given blockchain. There is a reason smart people say, follow the devs, right? So look at this chart and let it sink. Polkadot's development activity is easily comparable to Ethereum's in both measured metrics. Way ahead of Cosmos, having several times greater dev activity than Near, Solana, Bitcoin or Avalanche. In short, Polkadot has the second most active developer community only to Ethereum. What else one needs to know? So there is many exciting developments on Polkadot scheduled before the end of the year. Let's hope once they are delivered, they will help to drive adoption of the ecosystem a little bit further. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.